So, as we all know, getting any question wrong will result in lost points, and yes, we can go deep into the negatives in Jeopardy.
Why?
Because that's how it's played. In the event of a tie, there will be a sudden death tiebreaker question asked, which will have to be off the top of my head because I added that rule several years ago and completely forgot to make one for the last few years because it never ends in a tie. Until today, probably, I'm sure. All responses must be in the form of a question. If you do not respond in the form of a question in round 1, I will prompt you with an excuse me. Hopefully you get the hint. In round 2, I'll give you 3 silent seconds to correct yourself. If you do, you're fine. If you don't, it counts as a loss. So, are we ready to see what the categories will be in the Jeopardy round? List off a few characters. You have to tell me what show they are from. Mario. And the rest of Nintendo. So Renee, since you are to my left, you get to start with the board.
I'll take I Love 90s for 400.
I Love the 90s for 400. This entry in the Gundam franchise began airing on April 7th, 1995 and spawned an OVA, Endless Waltz, in 1997.
What is Gundam Sea Destiny?
I'm afraid that's incorrect. Turn it on. Turn it on.
What is Gundam Wing?
Gundam Wing is correct.
Renee. No, Renee.
Renee gets 400 and Sierra gets negative 400.
Oh, I get it. Never mind.
All right. Von Fennel is the young half-draconian king of Fenelia in this 90s series.
What is Slayer's?
I'm afraid that's incorrect. We got one from the crowd.
What is Vision of Escaflowne?
That would be the correct answer. Audience can answer if our contestants cannot, but it is still your board.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got it wrong.
I'll take Sailor Moon adaptations for 200.
The teenage alias of Sailor Moon in Japan is known as Usagi, but in North America she was renamed this.
Serena.
I'm sorry?
Serena. Or what is Serena?
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Spike, Jet, Ed, Faye.
What is Cowboy Bebop?
Cowboy Bebop is the right answer. We got our leader.
I'll take cast of characters for 200.
Cast of characters for 2. Sebastian, Ciel, and Baldroy.
What is Kurshitsugi?
I'm afraid.
Jack Butler.
Okay, yeah.
Jack Butler.
Sorry, I got the
Sorry.
English title here. I'll take it. I'm assuming that was the Japanese name.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. All right. Everyone's backing you. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Still your board.
Cast of characters for 600.
Cast of characters for 6. Keroro, Tamama, Dororo.
Dororo. What is Dororo?
No, I'm afraid not.
Huh?
Okay, we got one more back there, yes?
Sergeant Frog.
Sergeant Frog.
Oh yeah.
That's what it was. But it is still your board, Renee.
Oh. I'll take I Love the 90s for 200.
7 kids are hit by a blizzard while at summer camp to kick off this 1999 anime. Yes.
What would be Digimon?
What would be Digimon is in fact the form of a question and is correct.
One Piece for 200.
1 piece for 2. The bountiful treasure of this deceased pirate makes up the legendary One Piece.
What is Captain Jack Roger?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, never mind.
I know this answer. I know I know this answer.
You're getting your fandoms mixed up.
It's Captain Gold Roger.
Gold Roger was who we were looking for. Methinks someone was getting their Doctor Who and their One Piece
I
mixed
just
up.
saying that song.
The Legend of Zelda is a pioneering action-adventure series that takes place in this fictional land.
Hyrule.
I'm sorry?
Hyrule. What is Hyrule?
Thank you. They always get it halfway through the second one. It's like, oh my god, I'm going to lose this one, and I know! It is your board, Sierra.
Rest in Nintendo 400.
Rest in 10 over 4. Metroid shocked audiences in 1986 when they found out at the end of the game that they were controlling this character who happened to be a woman.
Who is Samus?
Who is Samus Aran? Yep. It is back to Renee's board.
I'll take cast of characters for 1,000.
Cast of characters for a grand. Revy, Rock, Dutch, Benny.
Or what is Black Lagoon?
Black Lagoon. As we're about halfway through, Renee with a commanding lead of 2,400, whereas Michael and Sierra are in the red.
I'll take 1,000 for I Love 90s.
I Love the 90s for 1,000. This 1995 OVA series is about an awkward young man named Kintaro, not the top of the Manitoba legislature.
What is Golden Boy?
Golden Boy, yeah. Sailor Moon adaptations for 8. Makoto Kino, aka Sailor Jupiter, was renamed this in the original English dub.
Yep, neither do I.
I know all the Japanese.
Alright, audience, add to your lead. Sorry? No, you got the wrong one. Take that off the audience's score. You're ruining it for everyone! And you are back in the black where you need to be. It is your board.
Mario for 200.
Mario for 2. The first appearance of Mario was in this game.
What is Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong is correct. Back when he was called Jumpman and had a nice carpentry business. Your board.
I'm gonna take One Piece for 400.
One Piece for 4. Often considered one of the worst anime dubs in recent memory, this company was the original English dub rights holder for One Piece.
What is 4Kids?
4Kids. Because we want rapping pirates, damn
You
it.
know what? It was still okay.
I
I will still sing to it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Alright, but it is your board, Renee.
I'll take the rest of Nintendo for 600.
Rest of Nintendo for 6. This Nintendo character received an anime adaptation in 2001 that was titled Right Back At Ya in North America.
What is Kirby?
What is Kirby? Yep.
Kirby right back at you.
And as I find out, my one typo that I made was title Right Back At Ya. I always miss one. Your board, Michael.
Mario for 8.
Mario for 800. This demolition-based NES game sees Luigi donning a pink jumpsuit instead of his traditional green.
What is Demolition Man?
I'm afraid not. That would be a Stallone movie.
Yeah. I was thinking of Stallone movie, but sure.
This flight sim franchise had launch day releases with the Super Nintendo in 1991 and the Nintendo 64 in 1996.
What would be Star Fox?
No,
Oh. What?
that is not a simulation by any stretch of the imagination, I'd say.
Could be.
Alright, Rainbow Dash, you had your hand up there? You want to take a shot? Okay. All the way in the back! Pilot Wings is what I was looking for.
I don't know why I was thinking Star Fox.
There are only 2 launch games for the N64, Mario 64 and Pilot Wings 64.
What is 400?
No, I'm afraid that would not be correct.
What is... it's not 400, it's 390.
I'm afraid not, and it doesn't need to be rounded to the nearest 100, but in any event, no. Sorry.
500?
500 is not correct either.
800 of all of them.
No.
What?
No.
600?
There you we finally got one.
600?
There's a little over 650, so to the nearest 100, it would be 700.
Alright, honestly, you know what? I couldn't even remember. One Piece has been going on forever.
That's kind of the point of the question. And everyone guessed it, so
Alright.
everyone guessed and got it wrong. So, after one round, Michael and Sierra are both 600 in the red, while Renee has a commanding lead of 3,800. But will these scores hold up as we go to Double Jeopardy?
Sailor Moon.
Prizes are doubled. There are 2 daily doubles within the following categories.
Yeah.
I love the 80s.
Oh my god.
Slogans and taglines. Overclock remix. In that category, I will be playing a clip of an Overclock remix song. You will have to guess what game that song comes from.
Alright.
Okay.
Available on Netflix. This will be these categories. The clues in this category are literally taken from the description on Netflix. You have to guess what it is. The dreaded spelling category. All answers must be spelled out correctly.
Oh, I'm sure.
And some basic Japanese. I just want to make sure I got the audio in here. So, Michael, since you are the player on my left, which is tied for the least amount, you will get to begin.
Okay. ago is available on Netflix for $400.
Available on Netflix for $400. With his hometown in ruins, young Eren Yeager becomes determined to fight back against the giant titans that threaten to destroy the human race.
What would be Attack on Titan?
Attack
or
on
also
Titan.
Shingeki no Kyojin?
No, it's Attack on Titan.
Yeah, Attack on Titan's on Netflix.
Netflix is all English titles.
All right, but that's still good for the 400, and it is still your board.
That was really easy. Okay. Available on Netflix for $8.
Available on Netflix for $8. When 4 young wizards team up to take jobs across the kingdom, these wizards are far more powerful than any magic and grow stronger with every mission.
What is Fairy Tale?
Fairy Tale is
What is
correct.
Fairy Tale?